come on in and I assure you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bring in all the big guns when we coming through. Welcome to the stage. Come on, enjoy the taste. Hurry up, don't come in late. You know we love it, the sacred stage.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Live from the Secret Stash. I am one of 3 hosts today, Christian Cortez, joined always by...
I am Michael Zapsik. How you doing, folks? And joining me is the young and the restless.
The awesome
Jack Welsh.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on? Thank you for having me again.
It's always a
Come on
pleasure
over.
to have you here,
My
man.
goodness.
Always a pleasure to have you just be the amazing comic book presence aside from Michael Zapsik.
Oh, thank you.
How you guys doing today?
We're doing, it's weird. Been a weird week.
Has it really?
Busy week.
Busy
Yeah.
week, weird week. Yesterday was like just 10,000 kinds of weird. Just a whole bunch of stuff coming in. And I had to deal with
You had to
Jeff-
deal with people?
I had to deal with situations.
Ooh.
There were like a bunch of things that happened, and we were rushing to. It was problem solving day. Try to say that problem solving day.
It takes a lot to run the world's greatest comic book
It
shop.
does. World's most famous. World's greatest.
I back and forth.
I
You know,
gotcha.
you get both, but I always like it's one or the other one in an episode.
I understand. So yesterday was like putting out fire day, and it was just like
I mean,
So-
with this heat, doesn't it make sense?
yeah, very much so. And so before we go any further, I do want to say we have a super fan out there who's probably not watching, but Keith Medlock is
What's up, Keith?
Keith. Congratulations, buddy. He just had a daughter, he and his wife, Katie.
Oh,
they
congratulations.
Congrats,
Yes.
Keith.
And just remember that Kara is a great name.
So is Christina.
Yeah, no, okay.
You can come on.
Gotcha.
I'm the host of his favorite live stream show.
All right, there you are. That's Michelle's also a great name.
There you go.
And Jackie. There
I
you go.
was literally just going to say Jackie. I swear to God.
Well, you should. Oh, good.
We're 3 cells of a whole
Wow,
brain.
yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right. So there you are. And that's so congratulations. He texted me this morning. He's like, the baby's here. I'm like, that's awesome. Make sure Katie gets a large margarita, and he said she gets all the margaritas. Yes. So good deal on that.
Congratulations and a great excuse for missing an episode.
Yeah.
Having another human.
Yeah, exactly. And the only episode that I will shout you out on, Keith. So you're like, oh,
After that, you're dead to us. We're never acknowledging you in the comments.
Man.
Nothing, dude.
yeah, that's it's like, oh man, I used to like that guy. Yeah, I was saying that like, Zapsik, what a piece of shit. Oh my God, can't believe it. But yeah.
But congratulations,
Hey,
boss.
congratulations, and you're missing out. But I was telling you, and I told Jack, can I throw my story out there?
Go for it.
This was
So full disclosure, you did tell me yesterday, and
Yeah.
it's a beautiful story. It gave me goosebumps
yeah.
in the middle of you telling it. So
Oh
please
yeah, I'm telling
continue.
you, it was amazing. So we had Monday off, Julia and I. She wanted to go to the lovely and talented Julia. She was she's like, what do we want to do today? It's our day off. Let's go to the beach. And I was like, you know what? I'm not really feeling the beach. So she said, well, I'm going to go to the beach. She went down and did her morning meditation at the beach. And she came back. And then I said, why don't we go to Holmdel Park? We'll pack a picnic lunch, a picnic basket.
Oh,
And,
I was gonna do it.
all right, go to town. Then we were going to pack.
Michael Zapsik packed up a picnic basket.
We packed up a picnic basket, got sandwiches from one of my favorite places.
And my favorite little detail of this story too, it is like the stereotypical picnic basket, like the
Oh my-
picnic, like the blanket. Was it checkered? Was it a checkered?
No, we didn't have. It was a wicker basket. We didn't have a checkered blanket because my knees can't take sitting on a blanket anymore. Because I'd just be like, "Oh, this is really uncomfortable." Ah. So we were gonna go and eat at one of those benches. So,
Hmm.
one of the picnic tables.
Yeah.
So we go to Homedale Park, and anyone who's from the area, anyone who's been around here, Homedale Park's gorgeous. I grew up there and, learned. We used to go sledding there in the winter times when we used to have legitimate winters with snow. Remember that stuff? Snow.
Those
We
were the
would
days.
sled, and the pond would freeze over, and you'd go and you'd ice skate on it. And it was there. I mean, it was for everybody.
Yeah.
And if you're coming from out of town, one of the things you should do is go and have a picnic at Homedale Park. So we go to Homedale Park, and we grab our picnic basket, and we're walking across, and I say, let's go down there. There's a nice bench for us to sit on right by the pond. And we go down, put the basket down, and right there's a plaque on the bench, and it said, jacked out. Let me just double check my notes. I don't want to get people's names wrong,
Because it's important.
because this is really important. Yes, Jack Dowd. Jack Dowd, and it says Clarence on there. And it says, no man is a failure who has friends. And I'm like, oh my God. I said,
that.
me too. I'm like, oh, that's, and I said to Jules, that's from It's a Wonderful Life. And she's like, yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious. I'm like,
To be fair, I haven't watched It's a Wonderful Life in a very long time, so I wouldn't have known the quote
Okay.
either. I don't think it's a Captain Obvious moment.
I say stuff like that all the
Yeah, I
time.
know, but I'm defending you here.
No, but I appreciate that. But she gets it all the time. She's like, I need to hear this more. Yeah. So we're sitting there and we're eating, and I see a gentleman walk behind me he's carrying a bag, and I'm like, oh, cool. Somebody else is going to have lunch.
picnic.
Yeah, a picnic. So about 10 minutes goes by, and we're just enjoying each other's company, talking, shooting the shit. And the gentleman, I see a shadow, and I hear him say, excuse me. And I turn, and I'm like, yes, what can I do for you? He's like, oh my God, you're Mike Zapsik.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, he's like, I heard your voice. And I was like, wait, I know that voice. And then he's like, now I see your face, and you're Mike Zapsik. I'm like, yeah, I am. Thank you. What can I do for you? And he's like, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind getting up for a minute and I can clean the bench off? And I said, sure. And
Like, it's unusual, but you're like, it's
Yeah.
probably to do something nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's cleaning the bench off. So I said, I have to ask, why? And he said, well, Jack was my son. And I was like, oh. He said, yeah, I'm a teacher over at Homedale High School. I have been for 21 years. And my son, Jack, was on the lacrosse team. And he was out of practice one day, and he collapsed, and turned out he had a heart defect. And by the time I got there, it was too late. He said, but this was able to help my younger son, who had the same defect, and it was congenital. So, it saved his life, but unfortunately, and I was like, oh my God. And that he's like, I come here and I clean off their, the benches. And there was another bench. He said, another one of my friends died, and he's got a bench over there, and I clean off his bench. I was like, that is unbelievably sweet. I was like, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And he's like, no, thank you for all the years of entertainment. I'm like, that's entirely.
I would have had a heart
kind.
attack from sweetness.
I know that was
Just-
like, oh my God, diabetic overload. But I was like,
Where's
and-
Christian? He passed out on the picnic basket.
oh my God, my sandwich. But the gentleman's name is Sean Dowd, and God bless you. I thought it would have been weird if I'm like, can I give you a hug? But
We'll give you a
would've been-
virtual hug,
I'm
okay?
gonna give you a virtual hug right now, because you made our day, mine and Julia's. It's like, it was heartbreaking, but so sweet at the same time. And I was telling you this a little bit later. I'm watching a TV show, like we're watching Chopped, and this guy's about to get chopped. They're talking about
Getting
like
rid of him.
talking about getting rid of him, and I'm like, aw, I'm like, don't get rid of him. I like him. He's seems like a nice guy, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting soft in my old age. And my son looks at me, is like, you're not. He's like, how is being a loving person soft? And I'm like, yeah, you got a point.
Exactly.
You know what? The universe, and a lot of people are like, the universe is, is cold and mean, and the universe is indifferent. Universe is indifferent to all of us. Yeah. So I don't think it's mean necessarily.
It neither gives a crap nor hates us.
Yes. It's just indifferent. It's the people you meet along the way who make everything that much better, which I think is really cool. So, Sean, God bless you. And thank you so much for making our day. And man, you keep kicking ass. You're an incredible father. So
I remember when you told me that. It is so wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful story.
yeah,
But it's true, man. Like you have provided a lot of entertainment for a lot of people. And and you are a genuinely good person. Like I know that you joke
Why,
around
thank
a
you.
lot. And people will say whatever they want to, but I know you and I'm proud to call you my friend.
oh, thank you. You're a sweetheart. Oh.
Don't tell nobody though. Okay? This is between us.
between all of
Okay?
us. Okay.
Thanks you every yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you're not supposed to be.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, that's right.
That's time to take Jack out.
Yeah, just go.
Just no witnesses.
Like murder him on camera? What are you, dumb? Come on!
Hey, only 10 people will see it.
Well, there you go. Ooh,
that means Christopher. Just shouting out everybody who's leaving comments. What's up, Frankie? What's up, William? What's up, Hunter? What's going on, Christopher? Christopher asks, "Are you ready for Deadpool and Wolverine?" Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be hyped for an MCU movie again.
I know, right?
I haven't been in quite a hot minute.
I know. I'm trying to think of what is. And here's the thing that boggles my mind, because I mean, when obviously we have like Disney Plus and whatever it is, and we stream all that crap, and now they're doing like a Disney Hulu.
Yeah,
matchup,
like a bundle
right?
thing.
Like a bundle. I can't get Hulu. I've got Disney. I paid for it for like the year. And now they're like, you're not eligible for that. I'm like,
You're not eligible for Hulu?
yeah, I know. Did I fail a test? What the fuck? And I'm like, wait a minute.
You didn't
what?
score above a certain number
Yeah,
on your
seriously,
SATs, so you
exactly.
can't get fucking Hulu.
I'm like, 600? I got 400 for just signing my name.
You must have left a bad review under a Disney movie, and it's like they're like, well, this is what you get.
Oh, or they watch this and they're like, fuck me.
Oh yeah, they
you.
hear all the fuck the suits talk.
Like-
We don't take it back.
Yeah, seriously. Fuck us. Fuck you, Zapsik. You get no Hulu. No Hulu for you. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that's just discrimination.
I'm trying to watch it for research purposes. Damn it,
Motherfucker.
I'm part of the press.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am.
Because we watch it, we come on here, we talk about it, we give our opinions and shit.
Well, there are people who get press passes to go to like New York Comic Con who just have podcasts. I'm like, you got press passes for having a podcast? They're like, go figure. I'm like, no, I'm not going to go figure. Fuck you.
I'm going to tell you the truth if I like something
Yeah,
or not. I'm
seriously.
sorry. I don't care.
I'm not in Big Hulu's pocket. Fuck you.
Mike, that check from Hulu just got here.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that check. Like $12.63.
I walk in here with a giant cardboard check.
For $12.30. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. And we take a picture and Jack Hulu's over here shaking my fucking head with them big goddamn Walton Goggins teeth. Like, hello.
Now he's eligible.
Jack Hulu here. Zapsik's in my back pocket. Oh, fuck.
Oh my God. I don't know why the idea of like Zapsik's in Hulu's pocket to give good reviews.
Off the boat is certified Zap Fresh. Like, no fucking way.
Oh my fucking God. So good. I don't even know where to go from there.
Like, special guest star Ming Chen. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so wait, where were we? Oh, yeah, hype about MCU stuff. So you were talking about Disney Plus.
Yeah. So I'm like. So I tried to like the Acolyte, and I can't. And it has nothing to do with like it being woke or anything. It's just poor storytelling.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not, and there's no heart in there. I'm like, oh my god, it just wasn't fun. I mean, I wanted to love Ahsoka. I liked Ahsoka. I mean, because I love Rosario, and she's amazing.
Who doesn't?
No one. But I'm just saying that, but they tried a little too hard.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who played Ezra Bridger, in my opinion, wasn't perfect. I mean, I would have loved. We've got a 10-year gap, but it's like, oh my god, you know.
I mean, I think a lot of what you have to do moving forward with Star Wars in particular is that you already said it. It's like they're not fun. I think that the key to this is like you have to have fun with what you're making.
Right.
Like Mandalorian fully knows that it's a Western in the Star Wars world,
Yeah.
has so much fun with that premise and rolls with it. Whereas these newer shows are like
Ahsoka doesn't know what it wanted to be.
Okay.
That was part of the problem. I think that Rosario did a fantastic job as Ahsoka, but she never connected with Sabine. There was no chemistry there between the two characters.
Is there going to be a season 2? Or
I
is that
believe
going to be one of those limited joints?
I think they're going to have a season 2 because they're trying to cast for Baylan Skoll again because Ray Stevenson unfortunately passed away. And I was like, well, I mean, we've got
Zapsik's available.
No, I could never do that. No, I mean, I'd love to be a showrunner, but no.
Why not? Aren't you in Hulu and Disney's pocket? Like, can't you do it?
No, because they're like you keeping you away from Star Wars, man.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Okay, so
off the boat for you, Zapsik. That's right. The Wonder Years 90.
I'm so sorry. I'm in the giddy mood from
Yeah,
that old
that's
bit from
perfectly
before.
And
Oh,
Kevin
man.
and Jay were on that 90s show.
Oh my
So
god, that's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Cool.
They I won't spoil it because I think it's actually kind of a fun little reveal who they play. Although it should be kind of obvious from the outfits and the characters, but I liked their appearance. I always like that kind of stuff. But in terms of the Star Wars stuff again, where it was like just having fun, and I know that I'm probably in the minority on this one. I enjoyed Book of Boba Fett. Like I thought
too
that
did.
one was fun. Like I know that there were silly moments, but I'm like, that's kind of what helps Star Wars a little bit. Like it's that suspension of disbelief. I know that there are some like again corny moments, but like that's fine. It's fun.
He's riding a Rancor.
Yeah, like
That's badass.
like chill. Like come on, guys. Like it's literally like long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Like we can have fun with these stories, you know? It's at least that's my opinion on the matter. What's going on?
A
I
lot
have
of
no
people
idea.
say
Christopher
Boba
Hewitt's
Fett's
just
one of
saying
the
spirits
worst
up.
out of the Star Wars shows.
Which one?
Book of Boba Fett.
The
Really?
worst?
People say one of the worst.
Nope. I don't agree one bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it had its goofy moments, and there were some plot holes. But so what?
Well, the chase scene.
Are you kidding me? I mean, Star Wars: A New Hope. I mean, I still call it Star Wars. Star Wars was nothing but a plot hole. You know, it's like
People forget like Star Wars was saved in the edit. Like
Yeah.
like a lot of what was like the first cut that he showed people, like even Spielberg went on record and was like, "This does not work."
they gave him notes. He's like, seriously, having instead of TIE fighters, you've got like German Zero or German, German planes in there going.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
can I ask you a quick question,
Oh,
Mike?
that's right. That was the footage that was interspliced with it.
You saw Star Wars in theaters, right?
I did.
So did they, when you watched it in theaters, was Jabba the Hutt then a human? Like I saw a clip. Originally, they made Jabba.
They didn't
it
have
was-
Jabba in that at all.
Really?
No.
In New Hope?
No,
I
they
thought
just-
he was in the one scene where they're getting to
Nope.
the Millennium Falcon.
No.
Oh, so he was a deleted scene that they added back in?
Yeah, my God, he added so many different weird scenes. Like, No, in the comic book, the adaptation, because
Yeah.
they needed to like stretch it out because it was 6 issues, and I think it was in because they put the big Starlighter stuff in, which you only had like 10 seconds of, hey, Biggs, what's going on? Hey, Luke, how you doing? I'm going to go die. And that was pretty much it.
Right.
Yeah. And I might have said this before, but Porkins was, Porkins. Yeah. Like, smell bacon. Space bacon. But
Space
Porkins,
bacon.
Porkins was actually in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He played the big fat guy from Military Intelligence.
Oh yeah.
Top man.
Wow, my brain is fried. I really, for a second, was like, the costume and everything, the whole character was in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes, they had Porkins. It's like, yeah,
Yep, I straight up thought Porkins was in Raiders for a minute, and I was thinking of the movie in my head for a split second.
And that wasn't a boulder. That was actually Porkins, like, rolling down after Indians.
I knew I recognized that boulder. Oh my
Just
god!
greased him up,
Oh, my
rolled him
God.
down.
Hey, you gotta
Porkins
get
coming at you.
You gotta get your start in this industry somehow, man.
You got it.
I don't know if I'd be a boulder for Indiana Jones. Well, I could probably.
Of
do it.
course, you're like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Now for Mosquito Coast, no, Mosquito Coast, that would be.
so what else is there to talk about? Another comic book news.
Let's talk about Blade.
Blade, and losing another director.
To Blade.
I was optimistic at first because I had originally Blade was supposed to be a period piece movie, and now it's another modern day thing, and I'm just like, all right, like I wanted to see the MCU do that again because I liked when they did that for Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh yeah,
when they were like, oh, it's 40s set. I like that idea.
was this going to be 70s?
I don't
It should have
know.
been. That would have been so cool. Like Warriors come out.
Oh
to
my
play.
god, like Marvel making an exploitation flick. Oh, that
Are you kidding me? What do you think Luke Cage was? That comic book?
yeah, blaxploitation. That
Of
was a
course it
straight
was.
up blaxploitation show.
That damn straight it was.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not the show. The show was awesome.
Well, the comic, but yeah.
The comic book was. And Iron Fist. Iron Fist was, they jumped on the Kung Fu craze.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
But I would think that would be so cool. But they just keep losing directors, and even I think one of I always say his name, Mahershala Ali's representative was like, "Yeah, this is crazy. Like we've been pushing this for like since Eternals came out, and this is like unusually like this is not how things work,
No, or it shouldn't.
or it shouldn't." And I feel like that's going to be the next announcement we hear is either they're starting production ASAP or he's going away. Like he won't do the role anymore.
Gotcha.
Like I hope that's not the case because him as Blade is a good idea.
Well, they've got Wonder Man coming out
Mhm.
as a show, and I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm hoping that it's kick-ass, and I just don't know. Kevin Feige was, hey, wait till you see what we've got planned. It's gonna be awesome. It's like, all right.
Have they released anything for Wonder Man yet?
No,
Any
not
material?
really. You can check. I don't think that anything's come out. However, we do have Spider-Man Noir stuff.
We do have Spider-Man more stuff. They've been announcing casting choices for that over the past couple of weeks. And with today, they just announced that Brendan Gleeson, Madman Mooney,
Mad Eye.
Mad Eye Mooney,
Mad Eye Moody.
has been cast in the show, but they have not revealed who he's playing yet. And me and you had the same unified brain moment
Yep.
of who he should play, and it was 40s Kingpin.
40s Kingpin would be so, or 30s or 40s Kingpin. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah. What do you think, Jack?
Welcome to the Burnt Toast episode.
I know.
No, to be quite honest with you, I don't know who that is.
No, but what do you think about, you don't know who Brendan Gleeson is?
It sounds very familiar.
Did you ever watch any of the Harry Potter movies?
A long time ago.
He was Mad Eye Moody.
Ballad.
No.
He's like he's one of those character actors that kind of gets kind of lost in a role.
Mm.
Like he's kind of a chameleon. Like Mad Eye Mooney is drastically different from a character that he will then play in like I know I just said it before, but Paddington 2, he's also in that movie. He's
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Paddington too.
Listen,
that's
because
the
that
bear?
movie's one of the best ever, and I will argue that any day.
That's the bear movie.
Yeah.
right? Okay.
But
yeah.
honest to God, they're great. And not just like jokes aside. But he's one of those people
I
that
thought
very much
Paddington-
slips into a role. And I'm excited to see what he does because they have not announced.
Slips into a role. Sounds like porn.
That's how your mind works. That's
Fair.
I mean, now if you
That's a good point.
like, I didn't say it. I'm just pointing it out. I didn't.
All right, so I think that he would make 30s Kingpin be awesome. Or how about a really kick-ass Rhino?
Oh, a 30s or 40s Rhino.
Yeah,
How would that work?
I don't know, but I think
I
it'd be
like
really
that, though.
badass.
I think that'd be dope. I'm just excited for that show because it's one of those things that doesn't sound like it would ever usually get made, and it's actually happening, like a Spider-Man noir show.
Did anyone out there ever watch Renfield? Did you guys ever
Oh,
see
yeah.
Renfield?
Yeah,
Loved Renfield. And Nicolas Cage as Dracula is just like, was so over the top. It was so kick-ass that you're like, Nicolas Cage they did an episode of Community where it's like Nick Cage,
Oh my God.
good actor or bad actor.
and they
And
were
so-
just debating about it.
Well, there was Abed was watching and he watched every Nicolas Cage movie ever in a weekend, and he went
Oh
nuts.
my God.
He had the whiteboard up, and he like, oh my God, here you go. And he had it looked like a conspiracy theory, like Nicolas Cage did this, and they're like, no, there is no right answer. That will lead you to madness if you try to figure out whether Nicolas.
I feel
Cage
like
is a
at
good
this
actor
point,
or a
Nicolas
bad actor.
Cage is just Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he pretty much
you
is.
get what you get. Like,
You get vampire Nicolas Cage, or you get Spider-Man Nicolas Cage, and we even got Superman Nicolas Cage.
what can I throw Face Off Nicolas Cage into the mix?
You can do whatever you want.
because Face Off Nicolas Cage is one of my favorites. Jack, have you ever seen
Peggy Sue got
Face
married
Off?
to Nicolas
No.
Cage?
Face Off? It's a time of a movie. If you
Oh my
ever
God.
have a minute to check it out, Face Off is literally it is Nicolas Cage, John Travolta. Nicolas Cage plays a terrorist, and John Travolta plays the guy trying to capture him.
Yeah.
And they do momentarily capture Nicolas Cage's character, but to infiltrate his organization, they switch faces.
Oh no!
They
kidding.
literally switch faces. So the rest of the movie is Nicolas Cage trying to act like John Travolta, and then John Travolta trying to act
Yeah.
like Nicolas Cage, and that alone is
That sounds
batshit
great.
enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I'll always recommend that. It's a great popcorn
I'll definitely
flick.
check
It's
it out.
so fucking fun.
Real quick, because you mentioned vampires before, did you guys see the trailer for the new Nosferatu?
No, there's a trailer out now.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, dude, who's handling that too? I'm excited for that because that's going to be a genuinely creepy movie.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
man.
Nosferatu is just a genuinely creepy.
Well, yeah. Like he's one of the images of a vampire that still unsettles me. Like,
So, Chris, I want to ask. You've watched the early seasons of SpongeBob.
Nosferatu.
So yeah, so that's what I was going to say. That was like my first ever time seeing Nosferatu. Do you ever hear of that on the one SpongeBob episode? There was this episode, and it was one of the earlier seasons, like season 1, and the whole premise of the episode is like they keep the Krusty Krab open like all night because
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs wants more money. So Squidward is all pissed off. SpongeBob is all excited, and SpongeBob keeps annoying him. And so Squidward's like, "All right." He's like, "You don't get too excited." There's a what was it? The hashling
there's a
slasher.
ghost
There's
in
a
the Krusty Krab.
there's a ghost
But
in the
long story short, everything that Squidward says would happen for the ghost ends up happening, but then it all just turns out to be a coincidence until they're like, wait, who is flickering the lights? And then at the very end of the episode, they pan over to the other side of the Krusty Krab, and it's Nosferatu switching the switch
Flipping the
on and
switch.
off. But they're like Nosferatu,
And
like
then-
he's the
yeah.
like he's the character who's always been there.
Oh my god!
And then they pan back to him,
And he's
Nosferatu, and he's smiling. And I remember seeing that as a kid for the first time and being
Creeped
terrified.
out.
Yeah,
Because he's
was it like the photo of Nosferatu?
I'll literally pull it up.
it's the classic scene where he's walking. He opens the door and he's walking right through the doorway, and you can't see him through the smoke. Yeah,
Hold on, I gotta.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
That's legit kids' first interaction
Yeah.
with Nosferatu.
Well, if you ever watched the when David Soul, our boy David Soul from Starsky and Hutch, he starred in Salem's Lot. They used that vampire as Salem's Lot vampire.
yeah,
That was Barlow, which is messed up because in the book it wasn't that. It was just like a Dracula kind of guy.
and they've since turned him into a recurring character. Like now
on
he-
SpongeBob.
on SpongeBob, he
Yeah.
will show up now, like in the newer seasons, as like they always they allude to him being a character that's always been there, and he never shows up. He's like, do you remember Rick and Morty, Mr. Poopy Butthole? This is their Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Oh, that's awesome.
But before all that, but yeah, this was probably my first introduction of the character. Then I think either my mom or my dad was like, "Oh, we didn't tell you who that was? Oh, Nosferatu." But it's
Oh,
always been unsettling.
We've never told you about your uncle Nosferatu.
That's not even. Oh no, that's not funny. Because my mom used to joke with me, like as a kid, she would always be like, "You're part vampire, right?"
Oh man,
She would always, as a kid, she would always be like, "You're part vampire." You know that? Because one of her teeth was kind of sharp, and she would show me and be like, "Hey, guess what? This is gonna happen to you someday." And I was like, I'm gonna turn into a vampire?
Is she there with like a file going? Yeah.
No, but like sometimes she would really commit to the bit of the joke
Oh,
for
yeah.
years, and she would be like, "Sorry, we can't have onions we can't have garlic in this whatever
Spaghetti
dinner
sauce,
we're
yeah.
making," and
you're
always teased
allergic
me
to
with
it.
it. But I'm fun. But for years, literally, she would just tease me with that, even until like years later, even after I knew it was a joke, she would bring it up and just be like, "Just stop, please,
Stop! You're killing
just
me.
stop. I'm good."
Now without a cross, I'm not.
No. God. Oh man, I always thought that was so funny too, that gag. But what else are we talking about? I'm so sorry. I don't know where else to jump into next.
No, that's perfectly fine. We're good. Trying to think.
Did you guys see the new leaks of the Superman costume?
Yes. I'm about it. I like the Superman
A
costume.
lot of people are bitching
I-
about it. I think it's cool as hell.
I don't see an issue with it. Like at least this one actually has a practical cape, whereas I think Henry Cavill's was CGI a lot of the time.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like, this seems to be in line with what people want of a Superman costume. It looks
Underwear
good.
on the outside.
Yeah.
Because
like come on, he made it himself. Undies on the outside.
undies on the outside. There was a reason for that because it was like they made that into it was a strongman outfit.
Yeah.
Like strongman at the circus, and that's who Superman was based off.
But then that's not the only costume we got a leak of. We got Guy Gardner, Green Lantern,
Mhm.
and Hawkgirl. I think that looks like it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Mm.
And so
Oh,
far,
yeah.
like I'm not complaining on these costumes. They look really good. But usually in James Gunn movies with his characters, the costumes are always pretty good.
Yeah.
Like even the Guardians outfits, I would say, are kind of iconic. Like Star-Lord's movie look.
They changed it from blue to like purplish, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, his mask was his mask.
Yeah, it's always the same.
Star-Lord's mask is Star-Lord's mask, and it's pretty cool. So yeah,
I
and
got-
James Gunn's, you know what?
I still believe it. Like I believe in what he's trying to do.
So
Like,
do I. He's
like-
trying to make a unified universe. So
through the movies, through the shows, through the games, all the stuff is unified.
And hopefully bringing the comic books into it as well.
That would be cool.
Well, yeah. If they can do that.
Or at least one universe of the comics. Because, like, you know that it's a couple of different
the
worlds
multiverse.
right now.
I would love to see a bunch of worlds. I would love to see them go back to Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth X. It would just be so cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what he does with DC too. And I love that he's really committing to that unified vision too, because one of the leaked photos was also of Rick Flag Sr., who is also cast with the same person in the upcoming Creature Commando show.
Cool.
So he's portraying him also in the cartoon and in live action. So I love seeing that. Like, the people that he has picked are game to voice people and appear as these characters.
Circling back to like Star Wars, our discussion of Star Wars, we had one of the Mickelsons. Was it whichever Mickelson played Grand Admiral Thrawn, and he voiced Thrawn in Rebels, and he played him. Lars. Told you it was one of the Mickelsons, Lars Mikkelsen, and he's badass. I mean, that's a fucked up family. I mean, talk about being part Nosferatu.
Oh my god, dude!
They're just
what did they do to you?
They scare me, folks. No, they're awesome. They're awesome people. Don't get me wrong. They are. It's just oh my god. Of course, they're horrifying. Look at him. He's all blue.
Okay, maybe they
Tell
are
me
a little...
that doesn't scare the shit out of you. Blue. Not him as a normal human being. He looks like a guy you'd pass on the street who would kill you.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I'll give it to you. There you go. If I saw that dude pass me on the street, I'd probably do a double take anyway, just because I'm like, am I good? Whoa, those brownies really kicked in.
Damn. Yeah. But and Mads Mikkelsen. I wouldn't cross that, man. Please, Mads, do not kill me for this, because I know you're one of the 10 people watching. So, yeah. But Mads is, I mean, tell me he doesn't, he played Hannibal
he
Lecter.
plays scary people good.
He was in Casino Royale, and he cried blood. So, yeah, he'll fuck you up.
He took over for Depp's character in Fantastic Beasts, and I think that he did a great job. He was in the newest Indiana Jones.
Oh,
He was?
that's right.
Yeah.
That's where I
And he
knew him
was
from.
also he was in Star Wars. He's also got a Star Wars pedigree. He was he made the port.
Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was and he was also in Doctor Strange. He played Clyde Claridus.
Name that's hard to pronounce.
Cassilius.
Yes.
Cassilius.
Because
he's silly.
He's a legitimately phenomenal actor.
Oh yeah.
But I hear what you're saying. A little terrifying.
Oh my god. Yes.
Since we're in the Marvel realm again, just for a brief moment, did either of you actually see the trailer for Agatha All Along?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
They dropped a trailer for it, and it looks good.
It does.
Coming out in
Like,
September, right?
October.
September to October. I think the finale will come out around Halloween,
That's nice.
which I like that it's episodic. Like, they're going to drop one episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I get to be hype about it.
Catherine Hahn.
Yep.
Correct? Yes. I love her. I think she's fantastic. I've loved her since she was on didn't she play she was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She was Boyle's ex-wife who was holding a sperm hostage. So that's awesome.
From the same crew that worked on WandaVision. So I'm very excited about that. And then it is Marvel's return to horror again. Like, just from that trailer alone, and I can't wait for you to watch it after the show, because we can't watch anything on here because we'll just get everything will disappear.
Everything will get kicked in the dirt.
We are definitely not paid by Hulu and Disney.
Yeah, seriously. You'd think that they would have For being in their pocket, I get very few perks.
For being Feige's favorite online show, we don't get nothing.
I know. What the fuck, Kevin?
It's not cool, man. But I'm excited. The trailer was very much like, oh, this looks good, scary, fun.
Mm-hmm. That's what they need to do. That's if you need a blueprint, Disney, take a hint from Werewolf by Night. That was pitch perfect. Yeah.
More of that, please.
Yes. And
not as just a special presentation.
Although I do love
I do listen. The idea of Marvel special presentations is cool, but I want more of that in a theatrical sense.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I want Marvel to go back to that stage of let's just figure some stuff out. Let's try different things. And
exactly, because you have access to monsters that have nothing to do with Universal monsters. You do have a Frankenstein. He doesn't have bolts in his neck, but he's a shambling creature. Mm-hmm. You've got Dracula from Tomb of Dracula, where you introduce Blade. I mean, for God's sakes, utilize these things. They're in the public domain anyway. Use them. So
you're preaching to the choir, dude. Come on. Everybody wants these things. It's just a matter of
all 12 of us want that.
Listen, I'm proudly number 11. I'm hyped for it. I think it'll be a fun show. I'm just happy to be back in this. I'm excited for what Marvel's putting out again. Mm-hmm. I was not excited for the Marvels. I didn't really dig it all that much. Even before that, I'm blanking on other movies. What was the other stuff in the MCU that came out before the Marvels?
Before the Marvels?
We're leading
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, the Multiverse of Madness.
I did enjoy.
It was, dude, why wouldn't you dig it?
Quantumania I did not mess with.
Quantumania was all right, but it was
a little all over the place.
It was too... They were trying too hard to be goofy.
What a waste of Bill Murray in the MCU.
Very much so. And, oh, my God. And they were trying to...
Nope, the Wi-Fi went out on our end, guys. Sorry about that. Did the screen go black for everybody else? Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. We had a weird Wi-Fi issue. See, this is what we get for praising things. I guess we got to go back to hating it.
Oh no, we're not going to do that anymore. But yeah, we were watching an old Columbo, and it was the very first pilot episode.
Whoa!
And 2 hour, one of the Sunday mystery movies on NBC. It was
that's cool,
pretty badass. So we're watching it, and Columbo's sitting there. Pardon me, sir, I've got one more question for you. And they're in a psychiatrist's office, and the psychiatrist murdered his wife. And I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, holy shit! I'm like, I know this set. It was the Get Smart set. It was the chief's office.
Oh, I'm like, that they just reused it.
Yeah. Well, they did that a whole bunch of times. Like in Batman, in the Puzzler episode, they had the entire Brady Bunch living room.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy crap. Yeah, go check it out.
Wait. Brady Bunch
living room. Yeah.
Living room. Batman.
Yeah. Artemis Canab.
Oh my god. Where the fuck? Wait, what episode? Now I gotta go watch
It was the Puzzler.
the Puzzler episode. Okay.
Yes, and it was Artemis Canab's apartment.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's my homework. I need to see that.
Messed up.
Oh man.
So
I
yes.
love those like reuse of certain things.
Oh my god, there's so many, and so many of those. Like the Batcave was reused in a shit ton of stuff.
Like the entrance, where
Yep.
the gate goes down. It's
Mhm.
oh yeah, that's in everything.
Yep.
I think that was Hollywood's like go-to cave to shoot for a long time. Like I know that sounds crazy, but
Sounds like porn, really.
oh my god. Well, this is how the Zapsic brain works. We've gotten a real sneak peek at that today.
So let's talk about what's coming up over the next couple of weeks.
What's going on over the next couple
We've
of weeks?
got Dave Fox coming in.
Ooh.
Dave Fox is he's done some covers for Archie. He's an artist, and he's going to be in at the end of the month.
This happened to be free.
Yes. So it's going to be on Saturday, the 27th, I believe.
You have no excuse to not come
No
through.
excuses not to come and see me. And, of course,
And possibly Jack.
and Jack. So it's going to be the 27th. So that's at the end of the month.
Okay.
And then the following week, which is August 3rd, Vulgarthon is going on. So, but we're also having a community draw. We're going to have artists from around the Red Bank area come in, and they're going to be doing commissions back here. So you can come in, get like a sketch reasonably priced from one of our, I think I've got 5 people coming in.
To get
sketches,
sketches. Ooh, okay.
A couple of professionals. So, yeah.
Reserve the date. Come through,
Yeah.
guys. It's going to be a good time. You guys always throw good events, though.
do.
So
And we want to thank Dixie Lee Bakery and David Burke and his team Marie for coming in and setting up. And they were also at the theater last Saturday for the opening of Despicable Me, number 4, right?
number 4.
Number 4, Despicable Me 4.
I still can't believe that. I remember seeing the first one in theaters almost 14 years ago.
Yep. I did too.
Oh, time is weird like that. Anything else to promote, though? Anything coming up with you?
With me,
Yeah.
personally?
Anything cool? No, any more picnics?
I plan on taking a shower tomorrow. Does that count?
What about you, Jack? Got anything to promote?
Nothing really.
You're not taking a shower tomorrow?
No.
I probably will take a shower tomorrow.
Or not.
but Maybe
Fuck
not.
it. I don't have to be at work tomorrow. Jack's off tomorrow. So, yeah, we're just going to be hanging out, selling some comics.
Sounds good.
And that's pretty much it. But what do we got going on at the
At Smog Castle?
Castle?
We are still in the midst of promoting good old Vulgarthon, which we have sold out 4 out of the 5 theaters now.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's going to be, I think, the most that we've ever had in the theater at one time.
Damn.
Like even when Barbie was dropped, like it wasn't even that crazy. But I am excited for that. Oh, and then the night before, this was just announced, the night before Vulgarthon, which is on August 3rd,
Mhm.
on August 2nd, we're doing a watch with Kev of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Wow.
So that's going to be a
cool.
fun one. I'm excited for that. I love the poster that they drew up for it. It's so stupid, but that one's still tickets available. If you want to check it out, go to smogcastleCinemas.com, and then you can find tickets for any
That's a
events that come up. Yes,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Watching a movie with Kevin is a lot of fun.
it really is. It's a good time. I think we've done almost. I think we've done almost all the recent Marvel movies, like with a watch with Kev. It's been a
Cool.
good time. But tickets are still available for the last theater for Vulgarthon, but they're selling out quick. So you better go get them now while supplies still last. I see that we have a comic book there. Was that something that you wanted
Yeah,
to?
I just wanted to tell people that Justice Society of America by Jeff Johns, and his name is Michael Mikkel Janin, is doing the artwork. Jeff Johns is now over at Ghost Machine.
Mhm.
He is going great guns over there with Geiger and Redcoat and they're going to come out with a bunch of other comics like the Rockefellers and all the stuff that was in the Ghost Machine one shot. But Jeff Johns he's one hell of a writer and like one of my faves, and nobody loves the JSA more than him, but also this is what I want to tease to you. So he's got 2 more issues. And there's a little, if you're a Legion of Superheroes fan like me, this right there.
Oh, that's dope.
Pick it up, folks.
And pick it up at your local comic book shop.
Yeah, go to your local comic
or
shop.
come here to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, located where?
We're at 65 Broad Street in Red Bank, New Jersey. If we're your local comic shop, come pick one of these up. They're going fast. But, I mean, this has just been a great storyline so far, and after this, they ain't making no more because Jeff is all in on Ghost Machine. So
That's his like personal project though. Like that was him and a couple others.
Him, Brian Hitch, Gary Frank, Francis Manipule, so many other people that I'm Peter Tomasi. So many other people I'm forgetting.
The name list is very
Jason
long.
Fabok.
Yes, there you go.
Bernardin?
No,
different thing.
No,
That's Distillery.
He's on Distillery, yes. And Distillery is also a very cool thing as well. I love the idea of these kick-ass companies that are popping up. So, comic books don't have to just be the big 2. Doesn't have to just be Marvel or DC, even though those are the ones. But they're the ones who have the most fun toys in the box. However, you can make your own toys and create your own box.
Make your own Green Hornet Black Beauty.
Again, my mind goes to porn.
Thank you guys again for tuning into another episode of Live in the Secret Stash. We're gone. Bye.
Hey kids, we're live at the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd.
All right, since Mike wants a proper goodbye.
Can you believe this motherfucker? Holy shit!
Thank you guys for tuning in. Stop it.
Bye.
Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Live for the Secret Stash. We'll see you guys next time. Same bad channel, same bad place.
We are honored. Thank you.
Take care.
Hey kids, we're live at the Secret Stash with Mike, Julia, and Christian. It's a hella bash. Tune in and check out the podcast. We got the nerd button on repeat and we're gonna smash. Come on in, I assure you that we're open. Shoe polish on our signs cause our locks are always broken. You need that view askew? You know we got you, dude. Showing gratitude and always smiling, never rude. Top 5 movie reviews and what's new. We bring it on the beat.